And good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Special Mauler'S Talk. But here, Mauler's post game, game two, Mauler's versus the Philadelphia Stars. Unfortunately, the Maulers come up short today, 30-23. But I will say the offense played better than they did last week. The only problem was they came up short. They made some mistakes as they have done in the past, the last game. And so therefore, but at least Kirby Wilson and his team, they mixed it up this time. There was some a lot of play action. Josh Love, once again, I want to understand something here. What is going on with Kyle Lauletta? You draft him in the first round, and then you don't play him. I don't know what's going on with this guy. He's not on any injury list. No one's telling anybody why Kyle Lauletta is not playing. Okay, I would like to know that because he was the first round pick of the Maulers, and now all of a sudden he's not playing at all. We'll take your comments in the comments section here. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. My name is Ralph Williams, and in case you are not aware, I host a show called Mauler's Talk every Wednesday starting at 4:30. We bumped it up a half an hour, and we're probably going to have it in the evening because a lot more people will tune in the evening than they will at night or in the afternoon. So we're probably going to move Mauler's Talk to another time, and I will let you know when that happens. But right now, this is the post-game show, and here we are talking about the Mauler's Talk here. Anyway, getting back to this. Hang on a minute. Yeah. All right, there we are. Okay. Sorry about the beginning heading. This is the post-game show, not the pre-game show. I'm going to fix that up. All right. So anyway, but Josh Love, 21 for 39, 121, one interception and 2 touchdowns. And then McCain Sapp had 3 tackles and a 79-yard interception on defense. That was great. I saw that interception, and I thought, well, that's great. The defense has been doing pretty decent for them to give up 30 points today. And I'm going to tell you exactly what Brock Hurd said right on the broadcast. That the Mauler's defense is on the field too much. The defense or the offense has got to start scoring some more points. They kill the clock, run the football, pass, play action, and you can win the game. All right. The problem is the Maulers kept the Stars in the game by continuing to make mistakes on defense. The defense is hot. It's hot out there, and the defense is on the field too long. And when that happens, that's when you have issues, all right? Jeff Thomas, 43 yards receiving. Groshef, 18 carries for 77 yards. London, 10 carries, 46 yards. Gaither, 7 receptions for 117. Hardaway, 4 receptions, 48 yards. Walker, 3 receptions, 27 yards. See, what I'm saying is it's nice when you spread the ball around and you score points, but it's not nice when your defense is on the field too long and they're getting tired out, and then they have to really deal with, a lot going on between the weather and everything else going on. Comments in the comments section as always, and we're here on Mauler's post game. Don't read the heading. I'm going to fix the heading as soon as I'm done. It's Mauler's post game, not pre-game, post game show. All right. Now, again, where is Kyle Lauletta? Has anyone seen him? Is he still playing for the Maulers? Did he get kicked out? Kirby Wilson made an interesting quote right before the game when he had his players inside the classroom there, or the locker room, or whatever it's called there. And he made the comment. He said, "I want everybody to know that it wasn't just because of a piece of pizza that I got rid of the Devion Hall. No, it was because he didn't follow the rules in the handbook. Okay, he got ignorant. So I guess Kirby Wilson decided to play detective, and he went out and you know how they say when you call somebody about your car, call insurance. Well, we're going to investigate. Okay, like I was missing, or I had some money taken out of my account, and I asked for it back, and they go, well, we have to investigate, or we have to. So I would assume Kirby Wilson is investigating what really happened with this Devion Hall or Smith and the pizza incident and the eating the salad. Okay. So he said that wasn't because of that. And he says, I'm tired of the media laughing about it, picking on us over it, and trying to make fools of us. No, Kirby, we're not making fools of you. You made fool of yourself. Okay? When you got rid of the guy over a piece of pizza. And don't tell everybody that that isn't the case. All right? The one good thing about Kirby Wilson, I'll give him credit for. Okay? He spread the ball around today. I was impressed with the play calling. Earlier, before the game started today, he took the blame for the last game. He said, I blew it. I stink as a coach. I blew it. Now I have to get better as a coach. Because he said, I expect you to be better, and I have to get better. And you know what? That's good of a coach to say that. Because we have coaches in our city, and I'm not going to mention any names. Oh, in fact, why not? Steeler coach Mike Tomlin, who won't take responsibility for anything. All right? Will never admit he was wrong. Okay? Because there were some things he was wrong about with players, and he refused to admit it. Okay? All right? When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And when I'm right, I'm going to tell you I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm going to say I'm wrong. I have other media colleagues that don't do that. Okay? So, that's where we are with this right now. All right? So, it was nice of Kirby Wilson to admit. He said, look, guys, I blew it. It was my fault. I didn't coach right. I didn't call the right plays. I didn't scrub out your lockers or clean your jock straps properly either. I didn't do none of that right. All right. As a coach, I failed. Well, that's good. All right. Defense, first quarter, created 2 turnovers. It was super duper. I thought it was great that they did that. All right. Their defense has continued to be strong, and that's good. And I'm happy. And I'm happy that that's going on. And I'm happy that they're strong on that. And we're going to find out what happens afterwards. If this is going to become a continuance of what they're doing as far as their games go. And I hope that they start winning because they're down 0-2. I really hope that they start winning because the reason I'm saying that is you can't get too far behind. And how many people want to go to Canton and see the Mauler'S playing a championship? I would love to do that. I'd make a weekend out of it, or I'd make a week out of it, or whatever. I'd go there. I'd go to the Hall of Fame. I'd see some of the sights of Akron, Canton. I haven't been there in a long time. Okay, since I was a child was the last time I was at the Hall of Fame. And when I used to drive a cab, I took some people to Canton Akron Airport because they somehow missed their flight or had a little bit of an issue with their flight. So, but I mean, it would be nice. But now they're behind. There's 0-2, and next week they play Michigan. The Michigan Panthers have had 2 bad games. They scored in the first half of their game earlier today. All right, or last night. I'm sorry. They scored early in the first half. Then the second half, they can't score no points. They've been doing that in 2 games now. Michigan has looked bad, and you know something? I have to admit, and I'll say it again, Luther Dupree, you were right about Jeff Fisher. All right. Luther Dupree is a colleague of mine, friend of mine. We work together on shows. He's going to be on my draft show on Monday on PCTV, channel 21 Comcast, 47 Verizon, and PCTV's Facebook page. We're going to be live 6 p.m. NFL draft show. I want you there. You can call in, live call-in show, 412-231-2288 is the number to call tonight, 5 o'clock. Don't forget Sports Corner with me, Ralph Williams, and my guest. Special guest will be Claudio Rosano. He's filling in for Smoking Jim on this segment today at 5 o'clock. 4 o'clock, coming up at the top of the hour, Boxing Authorities with my good friend Luther Dupree, Claudio Rosano, and Smoking Jim Frazier. 6 p.m., Still City Sports World. The guys are back. Claudio Rosano, Smoking Jim Frazier, Luther Dupree, Still City Sports World. The best time to watch sports is then. And that's the time every Saturday on PCTV, channel 21 Comcast, 47 Verizon. You live outside the Allegheny County area, PCTV Facebook page. You can put our shows up and watch them. All right, it's great. No excuse not to watch our shows. All right, no excuse at all. All right, next. Why is Josh Love starting quarterback? And I'm not saying Josh is terrible, but that's another question, okay? That for some strange reason, no one can get an answer from anybody from the Maulers in regards to it. Because everybody from the Maulers don't want to talk to the media. All right? I can't find anybody. I can't even get a hold of the USFL director to see if I can get a hold of somebody from the Maulers and talk to somebody. All right? I can't get anybody on the shows. Nothing. All right? I worked on trying to get Glenn Carano, his special assistant, didn't return my phone calls. So Glenn Carano, who was the very first Maulers quarterback back in the day when the Maulers were here in Pittsburgh playing at Three River Stadium and everything else. All right, Kirby Wilson said that, again, that the Devion Smith thing was not over a piece of pizza. You know, he tried to cover this up, and when he said about the situation there, London playing running back today and receiver, and did see some play action today as far as the offense goes for the Maulers. It was great to see that as well. And it was, we'll see what happens on Sunday, May 1 is the next game. Maulers play Michigan Panthers, and it'll be on NBC or Fox. Check the local listings and see what time the Maulers will be on. They play Michigan Panthers. All games this year. I've had thousands of people ask me, where do Maulers play at? Can I go to one of their games? No, Maulers are not here this year. The USFL is making the first year because they want to test this year. They have 8 teams. Everybody's playing at Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, just to let everyone know about that. Okay, comment section's open. Getting ready to wrap things up here real soon. Don't forget tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, Sports Corner at 9:30. The way I see it, I will be live right here from Studio B or Studio A here at Studio 808 in Allentown. And it's great to be here as always. I'm Ralph Williams. It's a great day outside today. Please go out and soak up the sun a little bit and head out there and do what you need to do and get your work done today. It was nice to see the Maulers on a little early so everyone can go out now and have dinner or go out shopping or whatever you were planning on doing today. And don't forget next Sunday or May 1 is when the Maulers play. They have extra time to practice now. Because remember, Kirby Wilson even said this, we had a short week because we had to play on Monday, which of course was true. Because I was in the middle of my Sports Corner show on Sunday, and the Mauler game wasn't even on. And then they said at 9:15 they were coming on. And I had already done my pregame, which was early in the afternoon. So I'd already done that. I had to do it that way because I had my shows coming up at 9 and 9:30. Well, it turns out that game got postponed, and it turns out that they ended up on playing on Monday, and they got blown out 17-3. I mean, I don't think you can call it a blowout, but it was the worst game in the USFL because right now all of these games have been nothing but short and court and close to the wire. There really haven't been any blowouts except for last week, 17-3 on Monday. That was a blowout and in regards to Maulers. Maulers made look bad on the field. They look bad behind the scenes. They look bad off the field. Kirby Wilson got to clean that up. He can't be getting rid of athletes every time just because they want a piece of pizza over a chicken salad. And I understand that maybe he didn't follow the rules of the handbook or whatever. And he says he's treating it like a business. Good for him. I'm glad he's treating it like a business. But let me tell you something, Kirby. You better win some games because if you don't win no games, you're not going to be a coach very long. And guess what? That's going to tarnish your record. That's going to tarnish your reputation of not being a good head coach at all. So that will happen if the Maulers don't get their act together. They only have 6 games left. So, you could still be 6-2 and possibly make it to the championship game. But they have to win every game as goes. All right. If they lose next week, they're going to be 0-3. Then they're really going to be behind the 8 ball. All right. And they can't afford to do that. All right. So this is in closing. I think the Maulers need to still get their act together just a little bit clean up some mistakes. They were close this week. Last week they got blown out. Stop throwing interceptions. Stop the costly penalties. Stop that kind of stuff. And Kirby Wilson, once again, has got to be a better coach. I know he stepped up a little bit today, but he's got to continue to get better in order for this team to win. All right, everybody. I'm Ralph Williams. It was great to be here for Mauler's postgame. Everybody have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time for Mauler's postgame. I am Ralph Williams. Good night and be safe.